Martin Nguyen's gonna have to change something. I like the strategy of shooting in there for that takedown, going for the body lock. He just misfired the knee, that was all. But changing the game a little bit. Tan Le's a seasoned striker, been doing Taekwondo for his entire lifetime. Martin Nguyen doesn't need to play that range game with him. Doesn't want to follow him around the circle, just trying to win punches at him. Needs to change the game.
Both men have worked up a good sweat inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium, but both looking very fresh. Plenty of time to go, 3rd of 5, this championship match for the featherweight crown.
Round 3.
Go! Martin Nguyen, defending champion, Australia and Vietnam. Tan Le, challenger, USA and Vietnam. Nice left hand there from Tan Le and a high left round kick. Overhand right from Marty. Jab to overhand right from Martin. Now he's upping the aggressor meter.
Nguyen's turning it on right now.
Jab.
I like that jab. That jab's got to keep coming.
Right hand.
You can't run if you follow up.
Side kick from Tan Le. Martin's going for it now. Tuck under.
Tan Le can't abandon his game plan. He has to keep moving. Keep Martin chasing him.
This is the power pressure that Martin applies. There's the overhand right.
Tan's also got to keep his guard up because some of these punches
There's
are
the right.
fairly close.
The right again to the jaw. And Tan Le does a quick count of his teeth. Here goes Marty. Martin swinging. And again, excited.
This is what I was talking about, changing the game plan. Look at that, making Tan Le become a wrestler.
Tan Le.
Oh, touched him on the chin. Tan's got to keep his guard up.
He's been tagged more than a graffiti artist in this 3rd round. Marty's turned it on. Jab, jab, jab 2.
Not just one hand, Martin. Combo. She did good. Body work upstairs.
They want Martin to continue the barrage. And he does. Another clubbing right, then goes to the breadbasket, goes upstairs again. The overhand right from Martin Nguyen. Jab from Marty. The crowd loving it here in Singapore. It's the Nguyen show in the 3rd round. Left hook.
Tan's getting touched when he's staying still, man. He can't stop moving. He's got to keep going with those shots. Oh, he caught him!
The right hand! Martin's down! Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Yes! Yes! It happened! It happened! It's the Tan Le revelry in Singapore! Tan Le makes good on his promise to capture the belt, and how he captured it. An emphatic performance from a prodigious talent. The era of Tan Le begins. It may last a very long time.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. What a shot. Tan Le felt the pressure of Martin Nguyen. Changes the game, catches him. Martin's got a iron chin, bounced right back up, kept going. But then Tan Le was patient, picking his shots. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Nguyen comes in, oh, touches him with the right. Hurts Martin Nguyen. Martin Nguyen keeps his wits about him, tries to go into the clinch. Barely misses the knee. Nguyen evading the punches, missing, but he, caught him with the left hand. What a performance. Just when you thought the tide was turning, Tan Le turns it on.
In the battle between the sons of Vietnamese immigrants, it's the one from the USA who wins. He promised he'd knock out Martin Nguyen. He lives up to that promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Yuji Shimada, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 19 seconds in the 3rd round. For your winner, by way of knockout, and new featherweight world champion, Tan Le!
Can you believe it? Tan Le is the one featherweight world many thought was impossible. He dethroned Martin Nguyen. More than that, he knocked out Martin Nguyen. The reign of gold begins for Tan Le. The strap goes back to the USA. Overwhelming emotion you can see on the face of Tan Le. It's just must all be so surreal right now. Processing 1,000 emotions, 1,000 thoughts. Let's go to Mitch with the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am with the new featherweight world champion, Tan Le. Tan, you called your shot earlier this week when you said you would knock out the defending champion, Martin Nguyen. How does it feel to call your shot?
Man, it feels great. 8 million emotions running through me right now, but I just want to say thank you to Martin, his team. Man, I'm pretty sure I broke both of my hands. His man's got a hard head, and he don't quit. He's champion for a reason. I know I'm gonna see him again probably in a few damn months, right? So, come on. I'm ready. I know you're ready. Thank you for the match. Thank you, thank you.
Wow, you could see in that third round, Martin Nguyen started to get very aggressive, starting to come at you. What was going through your mind when he was starting to apply that heat?
It's gotta come. You know what I mean? If he's gonna come in here and keep his belt, he's gotta come get it. He bringing the pressure. He was doing a great job listening to his corners. Obviously, they're who they are for a reason. Great guys, smart guys, right? And it's amazing to be able to compete against a team like that, come out on top. The pressure was beautiful, but that's what gets you knocked out by me, is you stepping into that zone where I gotta hit you, and it happened to work out again, so.
Well, I know you've been through a very tough time, and this means the absolute world to you. I was very impressed. The world was very impressed with your performance here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your new featherweight world champion, Tan Le.
Tan Le reigns supreme in Singapore. The new featherweight world champion. That was a scrap for the ages, an amazing contest. My word. And coming up next, the Wrecking Ball. The first round finishing machine. Undefeated Yuri Lapicus goes up against the champ, Christian Lee.
Mr. Chatri Sityodtong.
I was dirt poor. I've been broke with no money, eating 1 meal a day, after my parents got wiped out in the Asian financial crisis and became homeless. Martial arts is the greatest platform to unleash human potential. No one had ever tried to unite 4 billion people around one sports property. Our video views went from 300,000 to 5 billion. And the outcome, because of the power of martial arts to transform lives,
World Championship!
you will fight your hearts out. Show the world why you're the greatest.
Welcome back to Singapore. We thank the Singapore government for hosting us and making this possible. One championship inside the Matrix. We turn our attention to the stacked lightweight rankings. Yuri Lapicus, undefeated first-round finishing specialist #1, about to take on the champ, Christian Lee. It's a world title match. Set for 5 rounds. Nobody thinks it'll go that far. Lee versus Lapicus. This man is next level monster. 14-0, 13 first round finishes, and my word, how he finishes opponents. He chokes them out, he knocks them out. So many options for Yuri Lapicus. Now he gets the chance to dethrone the 22-year-old phenom, Christian the Warrior Lee.
Sono arrivato in Italia, mia madre era arrivata già negli anni 2000, no? Perché comunque Moldova è un paese molto povero, quindi lei si è trasferita qua per darci una mano. Eravamo piccoli, poi mia madre non ce la faceva più a fare avanti e indietro, quindi ha deciso di portarci tutti noi qua in Italia. Quindi all'età di 15 anni mi sono trasferito qui in Italia. E grazie a mia madre che adesso sono qua davanti alla telecamera e tra poco combatterò per il titolo del mondo, che è da tanto tempo che aspetto.
Representing Moldova, the challenger, Yuri Lapicus.
I'll read the record again because it is phenomenal. 14-0. 13 first round finishes. 100% finishing rate. Never gone the distance. Finishes everybody. Yuri Lapicus is next level scare image.
Yes, he is, Michael Cervello. If Yuri Lapicus is competing, ladies and gentlemen, you might be able to predict a quick night. He competes like he's double parked outside. And he told me earlier this week, he's like, dude, we don't get paid by the minute. I go in there and try to hurt people as fast as I can. This young man has killer tattooed on the back of his neck, and he is just that, a serious finisher, ladies and gentlemen. He's got mean boxing combinations. He utilizes nasty leg kicks to slow his opponents down, isolate them in one spot, and once he has that spot, he puts a beating on his opponents. He's got heavy ground and pound that causes his opponents to give up bad positions. There he is, choking out Murat Gafurov. Send me into a complete state of shock how quickly he did that. What he has tattooed across his knuckles is who's next. You know who's next, young man? The warrior, Christian Lee.
What can you say about the phenom that hasn't been said before? This tremendous young athlete, this world champion at 22 years old, continues to defy the naysayers. How he beat Shinya Aoki for the world title. How he stepped in on the shortest of notices to win the World Lightweight Grand Prix when he dismantled Tagi Arslanaliev. Now he defends against Lapicus. Total and utter domination from Christian Lee. Christian Lee with the performance of a lifetime.
Since winning the belt last year in May, everything's changed for me. At the same time, nothing's changed. I'm still in the gym, working harder than ever. I feel like the lightweight division is my new home. For me, it's not so much about legacy. It's just about going in there with the same mindset I was when I was the hungry young contender, and putting the target on everyone's back and taking out every contender until there's no one left.
Representing Singapore, the reigning and defending one lightweight world champion, Christian the Warrior Lee.
If Yuri Lapicus thinks he's going to tear through Christian Lee in one round like he has 13 other opponents, he needs to look at what Lee did to a man very similar to Lapicus, a man who was tearing through everybody, named Dagi Arslanaliev. Lee competed against Arslanaliev as a last-minute replacement in the final of the World Lightweight Grand Prix in Tokyo, and he handled Dagi. Look at Lee looking inside the circle at his opponent. The focus, the concentration, a 92% finishing rate on the 22-year-old warrior, the Phenom. He takes people apart. More recently, he's done it systematically, broken them down like he did to Dagi. He figured Dagi out in the first round and just took him to pieces, shredded him. Can he figure out Lapicus in one round? Because that's the big question most people are saying, Mitch. Can Lee survive not just the first round? Can he really survive the first 2 minutes against Yuri Lapicus?
Lapicus is tough, but Christian Lee is next level, ladies and gentlemen. The 92% finishing rate is there for a reason. He is a proven finisher, and he's got 25 minutes to figure out the puzzle that is Yuri Lapicus. And we have seen Christian Lee do the unthinkable, stopping the legend Shinya Aoki to retain the belt. And then he went on to win the Lightweight World Grand Prix in emphatic fashion. This kid is only 22 years old. The world is in front of him, but tonight, what's in front of him is the Moldovan destroyer, Christian Lee.
5 rounds of mixed martial arts world title action. So even on paper, how will it translate in the circle?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this next match is 5 rounds of 5 minutes for the One Lightweight World Championship. This match is presented to you by Myanmar Airways International. Modern comforts, gentle traditions. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is the undefeated #1 lightweight contender, standing at 180 centimeters tall, holding a perfect mixed martial arts record of 14 wins and no losses. Training out of Team Petrosian, representing Moldova. Please welcome the challenger, Yuri Lapicus. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner. He stands at 180 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 13 wins and 3 losses. Training out of United MMA and Evolve MMA, representing Singapore. Introducing the reigning and defending One Lightweight World Champion, Christian Warrior Lee. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman.
To the center. You both know the rules. Obey my instruction at all times. You're the champion, you're the challenger. Keep it clean, keep it active. Touch glove, back to your corner.
Let's see if Christian Lee can solve the riddle of Yuri Lapicus. Or will Yuri Lapicus be dismantled by the champion? Or will he get another crushing first round finish?
Let's go.
The lightweight championship of the world, and the champ bounds out of his corner straight into a beautiful hand and takes Lapicus down. Well, a ferocious start here. A takedown from Lapicus, side control to half guard. No filling out process. No testing out the waters. Straight into the thick of the action.
Christian Lee went after Lapicus, but then Lapicus just threw Christian Lee on his back in dominant fashion. Yuri Lapicus is a beast, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Lee can't go anywhere. You're not supposed to sit flat on your back like that. He knows you're supposed to get on your side, but the strength of Yuri Lapicus is just flattening out. There goes Christian Lee. Now he's starting to roll, trying to go underneath the leg for a sweep. Yuri Lapicus is not having it.
It was Lee who came out of his corner explosively.
Good butterfly hook there from Christian Lee to create a little bit of space. I like how he's trying to elevate the hips here of Yuri Lapicus, but Lapicus is all over him. Christian Lee's keeping that guard nice and tight now. Look how he has the hands wrapped around the head of Yuri Lapicus, just buying a little bit of time now.
Inside of half guard, the champion Christian Lee, the 22-year-old phenom. Lapicus, who has never gone beyond a third round and only been there once before. Every other match he's finished in the first round.
Christian Lee's trying to keep that half guard. Yuri was able to escape. Good job by Christian Lee to work his way back up to his feet. Goes after the body lock. Trip attempt right there, landed beautifully by Christian Lee to end up in side control.
Top position now for the champion. Good takedown from Christian. 3:15 remains, first of 5. It's been electrifying. Chance for the reverse elbows here for Christian. What does Lapicus do off his back, Dragon?
Lapicus is not used to this. Look at Christian Lee trying to go knee on belly. Oh, beautiful mount by Yuri Lapicus, but Lapicus sneaks out the back door. Now he's going after an Achilles lock.
That was amazing. The sneak out the back was phenomenal. And here comes the champion pounding away. Lapicus goes turtle shell. Tries to roll that again. Hammer fist strike side of the head. Lapicus is done. Lapicus is finished. Christian Lee, you are amazing. The critics are silent now. He proved them wrong when he won the strap against Aoki. He defied them again when he won the World Lightweight Grand Prix against Dagi. And now Christian Lee's beaten the previously unbeatable Lapicus. At 22 years old, what can you say about Lee? Young hearts beat free tonight. Time is on your side. Don't let him put you down. Don't let him push you around. An amazing young world champion.
I told you, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Lee is a finisher. Look at Yuri Lapicus going out the back door, trying to attack the leg. Christian Lee goes whack-a-mole and just starts hammering down on Yuri Lapicus. Look at this. With the rights, this is where the damage was really done. These hammer fists doing so much damage to Yuri Lapicus. The referee was forced to jump in and stop the action. Look at this control. He has got that knee ride going on there. There's no place to go. He tries to roll through. Christian Lee knew what was happening, has the seatbelt around the side, and then just starts thundering down on him.
The hype train has been derailed. In one round, Christian Lee, my word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 19 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout, and still one lightweight world champion, Christian Lee.
Christian Lee is still the world champion. Who can touch this guy? Not Aoki, not Dagi, not Lapicus. Again, silencing the critics. And he just handled and dismantled Yuri inside of one round. Inside of one. Yuri had some flush moves, but Christian figured him out quickly and absolutely owned him. Signed the pink slips. The fat lady was singing loud right here. She was singing up a storm, that fat lady. And this was the finish. Let's go to Mitch with the champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your champion, Christian the Warrior Lee. What an impressive performance, Christian. You told me this week that you were gonna be better than him everywhere, and you absolutely were. You rushed him. Was that the game plan, to jump on him early?
You know, man, the way I train, the way that my team trains, we go for the finish. We don't play it like a game, man. We go in there to kill. That's exactly what I did, you know. Had a little bit of early trouble, but I stuck to the game plan, and ultimately that's what led me to the victory.
Now, you were very dominant once this thing hit the ground. You managed to avoid that dominant position that he had you in. Looked beautiful doing it. I know this was a very challenging time for you, but you performed extremely well. How do you feel after defending your title in such emphatic fashion?
I feel amazing, man. And I want to say, what's up, Singapore? It's so great to see all 250 fans in attendance. It's wonderful to be back here in Singapore. This is my second home. I'm proud to rep the Singapore flag, and I just had an amazing time putting on a show for you all. I want to say, just first of all, I got to say, this victory is 100% thanks to my dad and my coach. I wouldn't be anywhere without him, and I definitely would not have this belt around my shoulder if it wasn't for my dad coaching me every step of the way. Next, I want to say thank you to my family, my training partner Spencer, my brother Bruno. They came out here to support me on this journey, and my beautiful wife waiting in the hotel for me. And we're also going to be having our first baby, and I'm so proud to share that with the world. Just great things coming, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey here with everyone.
Well, congratulations to you, your new wife, your baby, and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Christian the Warrior Lee.
What a world champion. What an athlete, and what a young gentleman. Father Ken Lee in his corner as always. I know Angela Lee is watching and loving it, as did we. Coming up next, the main event the world has been waiting for. Onglan Sang, Reinier de Ridder.
Big right hand from Onglan Sang, and he backs off after having sent it in. And he's got big dash with the left hand. Yuji Shimada's poised. Oh, huge elbow.
And you, one middleweight world champion, the Burmese Python, and
Since claiming the one middleweight world championship, Onglan Sang has been unstoppable. He's toppled giants, destroyed rivals, and crushed kings. But for a one world champion, the list of contenders is never ending. Undefeated phenom Reinier de Ridder is the latest threat to Onglan's reign. Tonight, the dangerous grappler has promised to do the impossible.
I'm the guy who's going to finish this guy. I'm going to get him, wear him out, take him down, choke him out. There's only one way.
De Ridder's bold claim is backed up by his 92% finishing rate and performances in the circle. He proved just how dangerous he is on the ground in his one debut against Chinese standout Fan Rong.
Reinier de Ridder puts Fan Rong to sleep.
De Ridder earned his shot at the one middleweight world title in a back-and-forth contest with Brazilian Leandro Ataides. And in doing so, proved himself a worthy challenger for the middleweight throne. Onglan will once again look to use his almighty power to close the show. But Reinier de Ridder is undefeated, confident, and dangerous, and he's ready to show the world that he can do the impossible.
Electricity in the air across Singapore, because one championship inside the Matrix has been extraordinary. And this is the one we've been waiting for. After all the talk, it's time for Onglan Sang and Renier Dorida to walk the walk. Undefeated, 100% finishing rate. The Dutch Knight Renier Dorida. Knockouts, submissions. A southpaw who has promised he will take Aung La N Sang down and choke him out. He says it as if it's without question, as if it's a foregone conclusion.
This is what I've been working for basically my life. I've been on the mat since I was 5 years old. This is going to be a crowning moment for me. I'm going to celebrate it, I'm going to take it all in, and yeah, it's going to be a thing that I'm going to be remembering the rest of my life. It's something that's going to make my kids proud, make my wife proud, make everybody around me proud. I'm really looking forward to that.
I got this, yo.
Representing the Netherlands, the challenger, Renier, the Dutch Knight, Dorida!
The towering Dutch Knight, undefeated, 193 centimeters tall. He will have 8 centimeters over the champion Aung La. The confidence has almost bordered on cockiness for Dorida. Remember a long time ago where he called out Aung La, he said, keep the belt shiny for me. But he told Miesha Tate, I'm just gonna take him down, choke him out. Said there's nothing Aung La has in his arsenal that phases me, nothing at all. I'm better than everyone else Aung La has faced. I present more problems than everyone else Aung La has faced. I will not be beaten, not by Aung La N Sang, not by anyone. I'm just gonna choke him out.
Renier Dorida, 12 straight wins with a 92% finishing rate, ladies and gentlemen. He was upset to have that 100% finishing rate go away. He says he was not himself in that decision victory, and he is going to show us tonight how the real Renier Dorida competes inside the circle. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a submission artist on another level.
There are 55 million people plus in Myanmar who are about to go into meltdown for a cultural icon. The most famous pop culture figure in Myanmar. You can hear them in the background. Amongst the 250 superfans, they've got Myanmar flags flying here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium for this man. The great 2-division world champion, Aung La N Sang. Here comes Aung La! Oh, the big come on! A cultural icon has done it again.
I'm just trying to be the best version of a world champion that I am. It means that all my hard work is coming to reality. I think it's very important. We are seen as a role model, and as a father, as a husband, I want to be a good role model to other people as well. And for me to have that platform, I want to use it for good. I want to use it to promote good values. I just try to work hard every day for my fans to show them a great bout. I'm very thankful for them, and I'm going to show them the best version of myself.
World champion! Aung La, the Burmese Python, Aung San!
Mitch, you spoke to Aung La earlier in the week, and you've got a very different Aung La Nsang than you've ever encountered before as he looks for a 6th straight knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that Aung La Nsang is one of the sweetest, kindest people you will ever meet in your entire life. And when I spoke to him early this week, I thought he was mad at me. And I asked him, I was like, Aung, this is a completely different Aung La Nsang. And he's like, Mitch, I like and respected Brandon Vera and Ken Hasegawa. I do not like Reinier de Ridder. Can you imagine what I did to those guys? Remember what I did to those guys? Can you imagine what I'm gonna do to somebody that I do not like? The intensity and focus in Aung La Nsang was something I haven't seen in him ever before. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for an incredible main event.
As I glance around this magnificent stadium, our super fans, 250 or so of them in attendance, I am seeing Myanmar flags flying. Several Myanmar flags flying. No matter where he competes around the world, Myanmar fans come out in droves to support Aung La Nsang. We saw them in Tokyo. In Myanmar, it's crazy. It is crazy. They line the streets for hours before the doors open, where it's 45 degrees outside, 110 degrees outside Fahrenheit. They're there in the blazing sun, waiting for Aung La Nsang. They see him on the streets in Yangon, they go nuts, they go crazy. It's like those old Beatles cartoons you used to watch as a kid. The crazy screaming fans, that's what it's like with Aung La. He is to Myanmar what Cristiano Ronaldo is to Portugal. Just a national icon and superstar. Mixed martial arts, 5 rounds. And look at the height difference here. It tells a big story. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds of 5 minutes for the 1 middleweight World Championship. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at Circle Side are Rosenberg Rossetti of the Philippines, Jason Kwek of Singapore, and Brad Robinson of the USA. This match is presented to you by Food Panda, food and more delivered. Singapore! Here we go! Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a 2-time European mixed martial arts champion, standing at 193 centimeters tall, holding a perfect mixed martial arts record of 12 wins and no losses. Training out of Combat Brothers, representing the Netherlands. Stepping into action is the challenger, Reinier, the Dutch Knight de Ridder. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner. He stands at 185 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 26 wins and 10 losses. Training out of Sanford MMA, representing Myanmar. Get ready for the reigning 1 middleweight and light heavyweight world champion, the Burmese Python, Aung La Nsang. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Yuji Shimada.
Athletes, center. This is title fight. No headbutting, no the growing, not the back, okay? Always obey my command. Clean fight, clean fight. Touch gloves.
It's 11:18 p.m. October 30, 2020. The colossal clash we've been eagerly anticipating begins. Aung La Nsang, the man with a razor-sharp, harrowing harpoon of a right hand. Will he go headhunting early on de Ridder?
Ready, go!
Will de Ridder make good on his promise to ground Aung La? Put him in the sleep. The chants go up for Ongla, and there's the right hand, the steel pipe, the uppercut. Outside leg kick from the champion, and what an outside leg kick. Ongla has that Dutch kickboxing style. Sprawls out, defends against the takedown attempt. Good defense from Ongla. Now the takedown, a wrenching takedown. Renia's climbing the back of Ongla. He wants to choke him quick. Ongla defending against the rear naked choke, but this is what Renier said he'd do. He had no qualms about it. He said it'd be easy. I'll take him down. I'll choke him out.
Beautiful takedown into the body lock, kept going until he got his back. Beautiful transition to get the back though, but this is what Rainier said he wanted. He wanted to get the back and look for the choke. He says the rear naked choke is his money shot, and that's what he's looking for. Look at Ongla trying to be like, he's got nothing on me, let's stand him up. Yuji Shimada is not gonna fall for that. Rainier de Ridder is looking for that rear naked choke though.
Figure 4 around the body from Rainier de Ridder, the Dutch Knight. When Ongla was asked about de Ridder's comments about choking him out, Ongla pointed out all the BJJ black belts he trains alongside at Sanford MMA. He pointed to them, said black belt, black belt, black belt, black belt. Those are my training partners. I've defended against everything you can possibly think of. He's defending against a rear naked choke attempt from Rainier de Ridder.
Good defense by Ongla to go 2-on-1, peel that arm off of his head, but the way that Rainier de Ridder has his legs triangled and grapevine is going to kind of help make it very difficult for Ongla to spin in and go chest to chest. Good control from Rainier de Ridder.
Ongla is an incredibly strong human being. Usually there's a point in the contest where he goes from mild-mannered Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. Will we see it as de Ridder continues to ride the champion's back to try and soften him up? Creates an opening to wrap the arms around the neck and squeeze on the Burmese python.
How long the limbs are on Rainier de Ridder. His legs just seem so like he's got go-go gadget legs. They just keep finding different angles and positions, and his arms are incredibly long too. But it gives Ongla a little bit more ability to defend. He's able to peel those arms off because there's so much extra arm.
De Ridder did say, I don't think I'll be able to knock Ongla out. I know how resilient he is. I know how hard his head is. But you cannot protect your neck. You can't toughen your neck. I'll take his neck. He's standing now. Ongla tries to spill him out the back door. It doesn't work. Rainier de Ridder sets the choke again. It's around the chin at the moment. Crushing. Trying to crush the chin of Ongla.
Oh, it's sliding underneath the chin.
Is it going to happen? Oh, my word! He promised victory. He gets victory. Rainier de Ridder does what many thought impossible. He defeats Ongla Sung. He takes the strap he always believed was going to be his since the first time he stepped in the foot in the Hallowed One Championship Circle. And the country of the Netherlands, steeped in striking history, has a mixed martial arts world champion of the highest submission caliber in one championship. Rainier de Ridder mouths agape, I'm sure in Myanmar and around the world, except in Holland. Rainier de Ridder has defeated Ongla Sung. I never thought I'd utter these words. Ongla Sung tapped out.
Look at the squeeze by Rainier de Ridder. It started at the middle of Ongla's face, slowly came down underneath the chin, and he applied that black belt squeeze and got the tap. And we have a new middleweight world champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Yuji Shimada, has called a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 26 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of rear naked choke, and new
The reign of Reinier Dorida begins. The desolation on the face of Ong La was hard to watch. The jubilation for that man, Reinier Dorida, still undefeated. Another submission, another first-round finish against an icon. In one round, amazing scenes. A shower of gold over the circle, gold over the shoulder, that most coveted belt. The one championship world title. It belongs to Holland. It belongs to Reinier Dorida. The figure four around the body, the squeeze tightens. You need the jaws of life to get out of that. Ong La Sung, still to the shock of, I'm sure, so many watching around the world, taps out. Here's Mitch with the new champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the new middleweight world champion, Reinier Dorida. You called your shot, my friend.
I said second round, so I missed a little bit, right?
It didn't even take 2 rounds to get it done. Did you know that was a wrap once you got the back?
No, because he defended well. He defended well. He was prepared. But once I get that squeeze, there's no squeeze like mine. I'll squeeze your head off if I need to.
You told me earlier this week that we did not see the best Reinier Dorida the last time, and you were going to show an entirely different level. What was it about this opportunity that really made you shine?
Man, this was everything to me. I've been working for this since I was 5 years old, stepping on the mats for the first time. But first, let me thank some people, because I have so much to be thankful for. So much people in my life who I love, who take care of me. My guys here in the corner, love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you. My girl back home, my baby boy, my baby girl. Daddy's coming home, I love you guys. Everybody back in Holland. My parents, my dad, my mom for putting me on the mat, starting me on this journey since 5 years old. This is the culmination of a lifelong of martial arts, and thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to One Championship. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you to Ong. What a champion, man, and what an honor for me to take it from Ong, man. Ong, I think you're back home already, but thanks, man, thanks. All right, any questions, Mitch, or is that a wrap?
Yeah, I gotta know what's next for the champion. Reinier Dorida, after a performance like that, you didn't take any damage. What do you want to do next here in your division?
Well, before the fight, I said I couldn't get around fighting Ong again, but well, with this performance, who knows, maybe someone else. But first, let me get back to quarantine. Let me get back in my hotel room and relax for a couple of days, and then we'll talk next week. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure your team, your family, and your country of Holland are all extremely proud of your performance here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your new middleweight world champion, Reinier the Dutch Knight Dorida.
How about that?
How about that indeed? Reinier Dorida overcome with emotion, a gracious champion. Wow, what can you say? An amazing night of action, perhaps the greatest night of action we have ever seen. One championship inside the matrix, lived up to and beyond expectation. So many highlights, so many knockouts. What was the knockout of the night? It was this one. Tan Le, shocking the world, knocking out Martin Nguyen to capture the featherweight crown. Martin seemed to be on top, seems to be on his way to victory, and then the turn of tide from the hands of Tan Le. That was the knockout of the night. Left hand, uppercut. Martin's eyes rolled back, he was out. Referee dove in. Folks, November 6th, Abasov Nakashima, welterweight world title. November 13, Lineker Bellignon is going to be a stoush. From myself, Michael Chiavello, my verbal sparring partner, Mitch Chilson, Thank you, Singapore, for hosting us. It's good night.